third live stream of the day, Saturday, February 21. And right now, we have Sean Strickland about to get in the cage versus Hernandez. And in the ring, on the undercard of Ryan Garcia versus Mario Barrios, we have two southpaws facing each other. D Hiraoka from Japan, who's taking on Gary Antoine Russell. I believe this is for a world title. WBO, I think. Excuse me. So welcome to the live stream. Sean Strickland is just stepping into the cage right now. And round one of Russell versus Hiraoka is underway. Both southpaws are mostly using their jab. Hiraoka is the one moving around the ring, around the perimeter. As you could expect in the opening round, not a lot of hard punches being thrown. Both fighters just filling each other out with the jab. Antoine presses Hiraoka towards the ropes. Hiraoka takes an overhook and pushes off the ropes. They're back to center ring. Pretty cautious round for both Hiraoka and Russell, although they are standing at mid-range and standing right in front of each other, so we don't have anybody running away here. Right there, Russell landed a nice lead right hook. Hiraoka is very persistent with his right jab. Russell going for a jab to the head, jab to the body. Thus far, we mostly see Hiraoka snapping his jabs to the head. And Hiraoka has a very nice snap on that jab. He's a gym mate of Naoya Inoue. Here's the cat coming for a visit. All right, try not to knock the camera over, please. Herbie, the cat. All right, so we are on the 1 minute break, first round. Very close round. I'm not sure who we would give that first round to between Russell and Hiraoka. But if there's any sort of foreshadowing, I would say Hiraoka's snappy, fast jab could become a great way for him to set up the rest of his combinations from this point forward. All right, thank you so much for joining us. Hi, Kim. Hi, Alex. Hello, Roblox. Thanks for joining us. We're watching the fights tonight. I'm watching the UFC and boxing simultaneously. All right, so in Gary Antoine's corner, we have his brother. I get them all confused because they're all named Gary Russell. In the cage, we have Sean Strickland getting announced. He's taking on Anthony Hernandez. Hope to see a good performance from Strickland. I mean, in spite of what he says about women, etc., I mean, I respect him as a fighter. All right, round two is underway for Russell versus Hiraoka. Now, the commentators are making a big fuss about the fact that Hiraoka only came into town a few days ago, and they're like, well, how's he going to deal with the jet lag, this and that? It's like, well, it's actually not rocket science. When Hiraoka's at home in Japan, he can actually figure out what time it is in Las Vegas and set his workouts and whatnot, set his whole daily routine to match Las Vegas time. I'm guessing that he figured, you know, it's either you come in maybe a month in advance or you come in right before. But if you come in like 2 weeks in advance, it kind of just burns you out. So I think he did the right thing. I'm guessing they acclimated back home and just adjusted his daily schedule. In any case, here we go with the action. Not sure if that was a clash of heads or what that was, but both fighters tap gloves and the action resumes. Now Hiraoka's fighting with his lead right hand down low. Hiraoka's circling around to his right, circling around and away. Hi Lawrence, how are you? Hi RG3. In the cage we have Strickland with his sort of classic semi-shell guard. Nice 1-2 from Strickland. Another jab from Strickland. Hernandez is keeping nice high double guard. Hernandez with a calf kick. Hernandez is giving a little bit of height away. Strickland's making great use of his jab. He's landed several decent jabs to Hernandez's face. Right in the ring, Hiraoka loads up on a big 1-2 and does not quite connect with the 2. They fall into a clinch. I am streaming UFC, which is the main event is in the cage. It's Sean Strickland versus Anthony Hernandez. Hernandez with a nice inside kick there. Hernandez with a jab to the body. Strickland with a jab to the body, jab to the head. Another jab to the head. Nice slip by Strickland, and he circles away to his left. Both Strickland and Hernandez are fighting out of orthodox stance, and in the ring, Hiraoka and Russell are fighting out of southpaw stance. It's the first round of the action in the cage with Sean Strickland versus Anthony Hernandez. It's the second round in the ring with Gary Antoine Russell versus Andy Hiraoka. Right, and Russell gets Hiraoka against the ropes again. They clinch up and Russell tries to bang to the body with his free hand. Back into the center of the ring. Sean Strickland is making great use of his jab. Just landed a couple nice jabs on Hernandez. I'm not so sure that high double guard is really serving Hernandez that well, because Strickland's able to penetrate that, but both men are exchanging low kicks. Strickland with a teep there, not a hard teep, just a push-off teep. At the halfway point in the first round of Strickland versus Hernandez, and Strickland just landed a nice right hand, and again. Then Strickland comes with a jab right uppercut, so good job mixing it up. All right, on the boxing side, we're taking a look at Mario Barrios' change room. Of course, he has his Aztec warrior dancers in there with all the feathers, costumes, and whatnot. Looks like he's really... I think this is what he always does. Right, in the cage we have Hernandez now has Strickland up against the cage. He's got one underhook, one overhook, and Strickland has one under. Strickland circles around and gets off the cage. Strickland right back to the jab and a teep. Both men are still fighting out of orthodox stance. Okay, back in the ring. Oh, and Hernandez comes with a big overhand right. That doesn't connect, but Sean stumbles to the ground. He gets up and eats another right hand from Hernandez. Let's see if Hernandez can capitalize on the moment. He's got a little over a minute left. And again, Hernandez comes with a right hand and then a head kick. Sean back on his jab. Oh, and Hernandez connects again with another big right hand and then with another. Strickland circles away. He's back to center cage. He's got just under a minute to make something happen here. Nice long jab by Strickland. He's got to add something behind that jab. In the ring, Hiraoka continues to circle around to his right. Russell has him up against the ropes, and Hiraoka is pawing the back of Russell's head. Russell's trying to bang away to the body. Hiraoka tries to come back with a short hook, but misses. So Russell goes right back down, throws a flurry to the body. Hiraoka circles away. Russell's applying the pressure now. He's got Hiraoka against the ropes once again. Hirooka tries to tie up. Ref separates in the back to center. In the cage, Hernandez is starting to bring it, but there's just a few seconds left here before the bell. And that's the round. I think we give that round to Anthony Hernandez. I'm kind of rooting for Sean Strickland, but I don't really have any big attachments to the outcome of this fight, nor the one in the boxing ring, for that matter. It's Saturday, so I get to drink a soda. This happens to be creamy root beer by Zevia, so there is 0 calories, 0 sugar. All right, so Sean Strickland's coach, I can't remember the guy's name, the guy with the red hair, the former football player. I think he's telling him something about aiming for the chest. All right, back in the ring. Again, we have that southpaw matchup between Russell and Hirooka. Hirooka still circling around to his right. And Russell is the one pursuing. Back in the cage, Strickland opens up with an inside kick. Strickland loves that sort of semi-shell guard. In the ring, again, Hirooka with a nice strong jab, but he falls a little bit short with his left hand, and then Russell ties him up. For whatever reason, Hirooka likes to fight with that lead hand down now, while Russell's persistent with a double high guard. In the cage, Strickland and Hernandez are standing not quite toe-to-toe, but they're standing right within striking distance of each other. Hernandez comes with a nice jab right hand. And that's the end of the round in the boxing ring. Okay, let me see if I can hear the corner work here. Oh, I can't hear the corner work. Okay, so much for that. This Gary Anton Russell comes from the Russell family. I think they're out of Philly. A big boxing family. Of course, their dad passed away, and then the brothers just kind of took over coaching each other. All right, in the cage, we've got Strickland circling around. He's moving mostly to his left, trying to throw out that jab. Not sure what his coach asked him to set up. Hey, Carlos, what's going on? Yeah, I'm watching both. I'm watching boxing and UFC. I'm watching Hernandez versus Strickland. Right now, I'd say Hernandez is up 1 round. He might be. We still got 3 minutes left in this round. And in the ring, I think Russell's up, just based on activity. All right, and the cage is starting to get a little more action here. Hernandez seems to be pressing a little bit more. I think Strickland needs to pick it up a bit. Oh, a nice uppercut from Hernandez. Strickland tries to get away. Hernandez is right on top of him. Got him in his sights. Appreciate the compliments, you guys. I did a whole breakdown of the Garcia Barrios fight, so that should be available now. I think it's after 7:30, isn't it? Oh yeah. That breakdown is up. It's 20 minutes long, but you could speed it up to listen to it faster if you want to. Excuse me. So in the ring, we got Russell pursuing Hirooka. Hirooka's the one moving around the ring counterclockwise, and in other words, to his right. Remember, both these guys are fighting out of southpaw stance. So Russell pursues him and gets him caught against the ropes. That seems to be the pattern that's playing out right now. In the cage, I think Hernandez is up a round. He might be up this round as well. We've still got about 1.5 minutes to go here. Oh, very nice jab right hand from Strickland. And one thing with Sean Strickland is his jab is consistent. It's just what he does after that, you know, that I would love to see him open up a little bit more. And I think he needs to do that. All right, Strickland and Hernandez fall into a clinch. Strickland gets him up against the cage. Strickland with double unders. But Strickland lets it go, moves back to center cage. Right, in the ring, Hirooka and Russell are tied up again in a clinch. All right, my stream has stalled on the boxing side, so I'm gonna have to try to reload this. All right, in the cage, Hernandez has Strickland up against the cage, but Strickland moves around and away. Nice jab from Strickland, but he misses with the right hand as he tries to follow up. All right, back in the boxing ring, we still got Andy Hirooka trying to work single jabs. It's not a good look. At this point, he should be putting together more than one punch at a time. Russell's winning this fight based on volume alone. All right, let's see if I can.
3 or 1-6, but start bringing the right hand with you. Yeah? Let's start adding on. What do you got, Danny? You can take the right hand to the body. Lean it hard. Lean it hard.
All right, so it's Eric Nixick. That's the name of Sean Strickland's coach, the football guy. So he's calling for a jab, I think right uppercut, a jab, hook. I'm not sure. He says 1-3, 1-6, but I'm not sure exactly what their system is. But the main issue is that Sean's not coming back with anything after his jab. So I'm rooting for Sean Strickland, but let's see if he can do something big in this third round. Otherwise, he might lose by decision here. Unless this is scheduled for 5. I'm not really sure since it's a main event. Let me double check. Okay, this is round 3. Yeah, it is in fact scheduled for 5, so he has a little time. Maybe he's counting on bringing it in the later rounds. All right, back in the ring. Hirooka still with that lead hand low. Now he has it, you know, kind of bent at his waist. He's still starting with that lead hand low. The problem with having your lead hand low is you pretty much have to throw an up jab, right? What else are you going to do from that position? So the other fighter knows that. Hirooka still circling to his right. Then he cuts back to his left for a moment. But what Russell is doing really well is applying pressure. He's forcing Hirooka to go back. He catches him on the ropes. Right, in the third round in the cage, first minute in, we are starting to see a little more volume from Sean. But Hernandez is staying right there with him. Hernandez obviously does not mind mixing it up. He doesn't care about looking pretty. He's just trying to throw. A nice jab from Hernandez. Nice jab from Strickland. Nice counter jab from Strickland. But right now, Hernandez is the pursuer and Strickland's trying to move away to his left. All right, Hernandez catches an underhook, forces Sean back to the cage. They got unders and overs. Strickland reverses the position, gets Hernandez up against the cage. But Strickland just breaks free and backs up. On the boxing side, they're showing us footage of King Ryan Garcia in his change room. All right, wow, Sean catches Hernandez against the cage, and he's caught him with a nice left hook. This looks like it's it. He dropped Hernandez, and that's it. Wow, okay, nice comeback win for Sean Strickland. A nice little hook caught Hernandez. Hernandez was doing really well in that fight, but he got caught. Technically, I think Sean Strickland is technically the better fighter than Hernandez, but you know, you got to give both men. You got to give Hernandez credit for just for applying pressure. Credit to Sean Strickland for being a smart fighter and knowing how and where to place his shots. So we'll see the replay in a second. All right, in the boxing ring, we got two southpaws, Andy Hiraoka and Gary Antoine Russell. Okay, so let's take a look at the replay in the UFC. Okay, here's what it was. It was a Strickland didn't get a plumb quite, but he hooked behind Hernandez's head and threw a knee right to the ribs. Thank you, Chad. God bless you too. And then when Hernandez was up against the cage, Sean just opened up with a flurry of hooks. Hernandez did his best to cover up and fire back, but there was just too much volume from Sean at that point. And then when Hernandez fell to the ground, it was just ground and pound from Sean Strickland with repeated right hands, and the ref waved it off. Okay, so nice victory for Sean Strickland. Real economy of energy there. All right, in the ring, my stream is kind of frozen, but again, I think we got Gary Antoine Russell up here based on volume alone. Simply not enough volume from Andy Hiraoka. He's mostly throwing single jabs, and he's missing with his follow-up shots. And the pattern here seems to be that Antoine Russell gets Hiraoka up against the ropes and just starts throwing flurries to the body. Now Hiraoka's applying the pressure and Russell's trying to move around the ring to his right. But again, Hiraoka likes to fight with that lead hand low. It's not as low as it was before, but it's still low. So nice TKO victory for Sean Strickland. He gets the win in the third round, scheduled for 5. All right, in the ring, Hiraoka has Russell up towards the corner. Hiraoka loads up on a big right hand, or big left hand, but completely misses. So he's still got Russell in his sights. Now on the inside, Russell's getting the better of the two. Right now, Sean Strickland's doing a post-fight interview with Michael Bisping. Michael's complimented Sean's jab, but it was that right knee to the body that really was the beginning of the end. All right, in the ring, we're starting to see Andy Hiraoka open up a little bit. And we're getting some actual fighting on the inside instead of just clinching. Let's see if Hiraoka can force the issue on the inside. Russell seems willing to stand there toe-to-toe with him. If you're just joining the stream, welcome. Say hi so we know who's here. We're watching, or we just finished watching UFC Houston. Sean Strickland just stopped Anthony Hernandez. And in the ring, of course, we're awaiting the Barrios Garcia fight. We're watching one of the fights on the undercard, which is Gary Antoine Russell versus Andy Hiraoka of Japan. Right now, I think Russell's winning this fight based on volume alone. Just not enough action from Hiraoka. He's throwing a lot of single jabs. Alright, my stream has frozen for the boxing, so I'm just trying to get it back again. And we're really just here to talk about combat sports, but thanks for the question. Right, in the ring, Hirooka is now the pursuer. Russell's trying to be a little more evasive. Russell's moving around the ring, cutting mostly to his left. So away from the power hand. Hirooka caught Russell against the ropes for a moment, tried to unload. Now Hirooka is trying to throw more power shots. The question is if he can keep Anton Russell from clinching with him. And that's the round. All right, lots of fans in the in the arena for Sean Strickland. Seems to be a very pro Strickland crowd. Frozen stream again, sorry. Alright. Well, that's it for UFC Houston. Unfortunately, Dan Ige lost to I can't remember the guy's name, but he's always has multicolored hair. Okay, here we go. We are in round 7 of scheduled for 12 for Hirooka Russell. Alright, so nice comeback win for Sean Strickland. He showed a very high cage IQ. Impressive. It looks like he just waited for the right moment and then threw that knee. That was the beginning of the end. Alright. Trying to get my boxing stream to come back again. Right, here we are, round 7, scheduled for 12. I have, this is round 8, scheduled for 12. I have Russell up for sure on points, simply based on volume. Seems that when they close distance, they tend to clinch up, but Hirooka looked like he was trying to work on the inside a little more the previous round, the 7th round. Right, nice right hook, left uppercut from Hirooka. Nice body shot from Hirooka, but Russell's just throwing more volume. Every time Hirooka throws 2 punches, Russell will throw 4, so... Now they're back to center ring. Slowed the action down a little bit. The unofficial person scoring this has Russell up by 1 point, I think. But I thought it was a little wider than that. Nice jab to the body, jab to the head from Russell. Hirooka tries to come back with a jab of his own. Hirooka marching forward. Russell covers up with a double high guard. Here comes the cat. Okay, we gotta move. Sorry. And then they clinch up on the inside. Both try to fire uppercuts. Neither one connects. They both clinch up again. Hero tries to get off a body shot as they break apart, and they clinch up again. Hiraoka misses with the right hook. Russell comes back. He misses with the 1-2. A few seconds remaining here in this 8th round, scheduled for 12. Both men at this point are exchanging mostly single jabs. And that's the round. They touch gloves at the end of the round. Ref guides Hiraoka back to his corner. Not sure what that was about. All right. All right, Hiraoka, of course, fighting out of the famous Ohashi gym, same gym as Naoya Inoue. All right, well, Hiraoka is starting to land some more harder shots at this point as we go into the 9th round, scheduled for 12. I think these final rounds are going to be probably the determining factor here. Right now, Hiraoka has Russell pressed. He's driving him back to the ropes. Nice matador move by Russell. Sweeps Hiraoka away. Russell's getting off the much faster body shots on the inside, and now he's very cleverly evading Hiraoka. Russell has flipped the switch from being the pursuer to being the mover, and he has outsmarted Hiraoka a couple times already in this round, just with his footwork. So very masterful footwork from Gary Russell's. Russell trying to throw a hard hook. Hiraoka, just not a lot of volume yet this round. He's got about a minute and something to go. Thank you so much, Frank. That's so kind. I really appreciate it. How are you doing? That's so kind of you. I really appreciate it. Every penny helps, you guys, and these super thanks on the live chats are really appreciated. All right, so Frank, I don't know if you heard, but Sean Strickland just stopped his opponent, Anthony Hernandez. He stopped him in the 3rd round, scheduled for 5. Threw a hard knee and then was able to catch Hernandez against the cage with a series of punches. Thank you so much, Richard. Really appreciate that positive feedback. All right, in the ring, we got Hiraoka and Russell standing toe-to-toe at the end. Both men trying to throw hard shots in close. All right, let's see if we can hear the ring work here. Nope.
Piss me off, man. Listen, I need you to fucking listen. When you in the inside, when you are in the fucking inside, I need you to touch your bag. Stop fucking standing inside. Take your fucking turn. Do you understand?
All right. Gary Russell's telling his brother to, I think what he's telling him to do is shift when he's on the inside so he doesn't stand straight in front on the inside. Oh, Frank, good. Did you put money on Strickland by KO? If you did, I'm happy for you. Yeah, you made some money. That's cool. All right.
Whenever you shoot your left hand from your fucking look behind. Keep your jab hand up because he's trying to line your ass up with his left hand.
All right, so Russell's telling his brother to watch out for the straight left from Hiraoka. It sounds like very good corner work from his brother. All right, here we are, 10th round, scheduled for 12. See, these are the final 3 rounds. All right, so Russell complains about a low blow. The ref takes a timeout, directs Russell to the corner. Looks like they'll put 3 minutes on the clock for him. Ref tells Hiroka to keep his punches up. I don't think that was a super egregious shot, but a low blow nevertheless. All right, Kevin, thanks for joining us. All right, Hiroka lining up for some heavy shots. Ref warns him about hits to the back of the head. Now they're back to center ring rather. Russell with a nice 1-2. Nice double jab. Straight left. Hiroka is going to have to get going here if he wants to try to salvage this. All right, both men fall into a clinch. Now Hiroka's the one moving on the outside. Oh, okay, cool. Thank you, Frank. Really appreciate the support. That's so kind of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're going for Hiroka by decision, okay? Right now, the unofficial guy has Russell up by, I think, 2 points, but we'll see how this plays out. I would love it if Hiroka would pick up the volume just a little bit. Right now, Hiroka's moving around the ring on the perimeter. I like that he was moving more to his left and not all to his right, but now Russell's had him against the ropes for a moment. Would love for Hiroka to get going with his jab. Russell just got off a little flurry on the inside there. All right, we definitely need more action from Hiroka here, Frank. I'm rooting for him too, but... Oh, now they're saying that was a low blow. Russell collapses down on all fours. Looks like there was just over 30 seconds left in this 10th round. Hopefully Hiroka doesn't get a point deduction for this, but let's see the replay. It's a jab, straight left, and then, oh man, that was pretty blatant because Russell was bent over and he caught him with a right uppercut to the groin. All right, Bruce Buffer. Looks like he was taking a bow for some reason at the UFC Houston. All right, in the ring, action is paused. Antoine Russell ate a low blow. Blatant low blow this time. Yes, Frank, Hiroka definitely needs to up the pace. Looks like the ref is taking a point. So that's going to hurt Andy for sure. Let's see how much more time Russell's going to take. Oh, he's ready to get back at it. All right, so we got about half a minute left on the clock here in this 10th round, scheduled for 12. Hirooka, the pursuer. Russell a little bit in retreat here. Understandably, Russell probably just wants to eat up this round. Hirooka with a nice jab right hand, or jab left hand rather. And that's the round. All right, so at this point, I think I definitely have Russell up. Unfortunately for Hirooka, that point is going to hurt him.
It's cool. When you start running, it's gonna make a motherfucker chase you. You understand? Control your stick. This is the championship round. Control your stick up and down with your mind. Control your stick up and down with your stick, okay? Fake smooth, sharp shit just like you been doing. He can't fuck with you from that. That smooth, sharp shit, he can't fuck with you.
All right, so Gary Russell's calling for his brother to stick with the jab, just be smooth and sharp. Good advice. All right, here we go. Championship rounds for Hirooka versus Russell. Let's see if Hirooka can pull it out, Frank. Yeah, Ryan Garcia fight. I'll still be here, God willing. All right, 11th round. They get right at it, both standing at mid-range, firing off hard jabs to each other. Both standing their ground, right center ring. Russell, following his brother's advice, he is jabbing to the head and to the body, taking very small steps off to his left. Hirooka comes in. They clinch for a moment. Oh, nice hook from Russell, catches Hirooka right on the chin. Hirooka's trying to load up on these body shots, but he's not able to connect cleanly. That's part of the reason for that low blow, is that his body shots are a bit wide, so they don't land on the target. Don't land on the intended target anyways. All right. Back in the center of the ring. Both men firing off single jabs. Hirooka misses with his straight left. Antoine Russell's getting off some nice jabs, and then he lands a little hook on the inside. Andy's problem here is when Russell throws a jab, Hirooka moves away, but then he's not in position to return fire from where he stepped to. So, and then when he gets on the inside, they wind up clinching. So he's got, oh, nice right body shot from Hirooka. But then again, they clinch up, and Russell catches a nice little short hook on the exit. On the inside, Hirooka is landing some nice body shots, but if he's not careful, they're gonna stray low. He's gonna wind up with another low blow. All right, and here we go, another clinch. We got less than half a minute to go here in the 11th round. Nice right uppercut from Hirooka, but although he's placing these punches nicely, this may not be enough for him to take the round and take the whole fight. Oh, nice left hook from Russell as Hirooka was backing up. And that's the 11th round. Ref steers Hirooka back to his corner. Am I going Ryan or Barrios? You gotta listen to my breakdown. It's already posted. It is long, but you could double up the speed, I guess.
body shot or either dig your hook and take your fucking turn. Do you understand?
All right, so Russell's corner's telling him to slip, dig a body shot, and then turn, get out. Hiraoka is landing some nice clean shots, but I feel like he just needs to make it a little more decisive. All right, this is the final round. This will be interesting. All right, Frank, let's root for our guy here. Whoops. Here we go, 12th and final round. Gary Antoine Russell versus Andy Hiraoka. And while it sounds like some of the commentators have Hiraoka up for landing harder, more precise shots, I would say overall volume, we got to give it to Russell. Right now, the unofficial scorecard looks like it's a draw. I think we already had one, did we have one? No, we had a majority decision, not a majority draw. Oh no, we did have a unanimous draw earlier on. My bad. Where it was like each man got 5 rounds out of 10. Excuse me. All right, Hiraoka just loaded up on a big jab left hand, but did not connect with that left. Has Russell up in the corner, backs off, has him in the corner again, clinch up. Russell's trying to fire off those body shots, but Hiraoka maneuvered him against the ropes. Ref breaks him apart. Hiraoka really loading up on his punches now. He's got a minute and a half to make something happen. Russell using his fancy footwork to move around and try to set up angles here. Again, Hiraoka had Russell up in the corner. We are under a minute to go here in this 12th and final round of this title fight. Oh, Hiraoka loads up on a big right uppercut, but completely misses. He's able to connect. He's got Russell in the corner, able to connect there with some body shots and head shots. Final seconds of this 12th and final round for Gary Antoine Russell versus Andy Hiraoka. Oh, wow, and that's it. That's the fight. All right, Russell raises his arms in victory. Body language from Hiraoka looks a little more humble. He doesn't look overjoyed. We'll see how this plays out. Who do you guys have? Barrios or Garcia? Things are looking a little subdued in Hiraoka's corner, so the body language sort of shows that they don't think they won. Yeah, Frank Martin drew with his opponent Albright. Unanimous draw, 95 across all three scorecards. All right, who do you guys have winning this fight? Russell or Hiraoka? I think Russell edged it out, but let's see. Who you guys got, Ryan or Mario in the main event? Frank, who are you going with? Carlos, who are you going with? Oh, nice. You got a knock down within 8 rounds. Cool. Yeah, they both do have power. That's a good call, Frank. Oh, in the UFC, there's a nice spinning back kick. I can't see the guy's name, but he knocked out Dan Ige. All right, my stream is still freezing on this boxing. Oh, Frank, thank you so much. You are the best. Thank you, Mr. Blocks. Thank you, yeah, Mr. Geolocks for the floating heart. Truly appreciate that. Frank, you are amazing. Really appreciate your help. When will the UFC sign me? I don't know. There's no 105-pound division, so that's a tough one. Hopefully they open that up, though. All right, my stream is really freezing up, so I might have to just try something completely different. Thank you so much, Frank, for your generosity. Really appreciate that. And thank you so much, Mr. Geolocks. Hope that's how you say your name. By the way, did you guys catch the Lee Wood Josh Warrington fight earlier? That was a nice fight. It was pretty much Wood all the way, but it was an interesting matchup of styles.
It'll be a packed house in Arizona, too. So, Maryland right now on the edge of their seat, waiting to see if Gary Antoine Russell gets the decision here tonight. And those watching in Japan, mid-afternoon time.
All right, cool. Oh, nice. You got a ticket on. Nice. Congrats, Frank. That's so cool. All right, let's close this one out. All right, I gotta try to find a better stream for this. All right, let me go know if any of you guys found a good stream.
It'll be a packed house in Arizona, too. So, Maryland right now on the edge of their seat, waiting to see if Gary Antoine Russell gets the decision here tonight.
All right, guys, still trying to find a good stream. The other one was not reliable. Let me know if any of you guys have a good stream. How are you guys? How are you doing, Peter? Are you guys watching the Olympic Games? Are you gonna watch the hockey game tomorrow? It's coming on at 6 in the morning. Canada versus US. That could be good. Alright. I am not having much luck with this live streaming. So let me know if you found a good stream. You got USA winning the hockey game? Okay. I gotta go with Canada, but that's alright. Alright, let's see. Alright, so I found a stream. You guys could check broadcast BROADCASTT.info/ and then you're gonna have to search for, you know, boxing, etc.
Need a work time. When was the last time you were in Vegas?
The contest is on. These guys are just good enough.
This kid thinks he's coming here to beat me. He's out of his mind.
To pull off the fight of the year. Barrios. Ryan Garcia.
I get the win by being Ryan. Very unpredictable, very explosive. It's that makes him a dangerous opponent in this fight. He's everything. Are you ready? You don't want to miss 1 second. I just feel like it's do or die moment.
The ring. High stakes.
Here we go. It's that time. Barrios, the champion, versus Ryan Garcia, the challenger, the pride.
Mess streams is streaming the boxing. Yeah, I couldn't get mess streams. I got broadcast with 2T's.info.
Could you go to 144? Could you both sort of meet in the middle? If he does win, realistically, is what you'd like to do next? Yeah, I would love that fight. I think that's a big fight for boxing.
Well, thanks for that though, Frank.
Big name, and I would love
Alright, here we go. Looks like Ryan's making his ring walk.
as he makes that walk. You say you're levels above. Is Mario Barrios levels above? But do you think
And the way it works, yes, the challenger should get in the ring first.
Ryan looks focused? He looks in great
The
shape.
challenger, the challenger gets in the ring first. The champion gets to keep the challenger waiting in the ring.
Peers have champions.
Ryan has got a white robe with red trim. Got some fire flames coming up from the bottom of his robe and the sleeves. I mean, it's a nice design. Whoever does his design work for him. Here comes Mario Barrios wearing his green an Aztec thing he wears up top, collar, I guess you call it.
All the back and forth is over. These guys are about to throw hands in the ring. Mario Barrios versus Ryan Garcia. Let's throw it down once more to Tom Christian for television.
Alright, it is go time.
All right, we're ready to go here. T-Mobile Arena.
Championship. Barrios the champion. 6 foot even, 71-inch reach. The much bigger, naturally stronger man taking on Ryan Garcia, who's fighting at 147 for just a second.
Barrios,
But he gets a world.
6 foot tall.
Our main event starts now.
All right, the lights go down. Guess they're gonna cut to some background footage. Hello, Creed. We're watching Mario Barrios versus Ryan Garcia. Who do you have? Yeah, they're showing us some background footage right now. Same promotional footage they've shown, I think. You gonna go with Barrios? Yeah, I think I'm gonna side with Barrios too in this one. I think the size does make a difference. I'm not so sure I like all this background footage stuff shown on the screens in the arena right before the fight. I don't know. I mean, people have already seen this. We kind of just want to get the fight going, you know? We don't want all this additional promo stuff in live time in the live arena. But hey, that's what the promoter's doing. Michael Buffer. By the way, I think he's slipping a little bit. He kind of messed up a little bit at the weigh-in. But Frank, you are the best. Any knockdowns, 1-6, we all win. Cool. Yeah, that'll be interesting if there's some knockdowns early in the fight. Not sure why Jose Benavidez Sr. is in the ring right behind Michael Buffer. I think Buffer's pushing 80 years old, isn't he? He's announcing Ryan Garcia first because he's the challenger. That's correct. And here comes Ryan Garcia. His dad, Henry. Oh man, my stream just got killed. All right. Sorry guys, I'm gonna have to pause here to try to get a stream back again. Yeah, Buffer needs to retire. All right, I kind of agree with you, Lozzie. All right, guys, I am not getting this stream to work. So if you have one, I'm gonna try mess streams again. Tell me which one you're using, Frank. All right, guys. Yeah, the one I was using, broadcast info, just died on me, so. All right, I'm not gonna stream East. All right, let me see. Again, I apologize for the delay. Just trying to get this stream back. To be honest, I don't think this pay-per-view is worth $70. I don't know if this is my internet that's just slow as heck or what's going on here. All right, Frank, I'm gonna try again, just starting from scratch. All right, what the heck is going on here? Again, sorry for the delay, you guys. Hopefully I can get this back quickly. Keep me posted. Yeah, not sure here, Frank. I'm not getting meth streams to work, but let me try something else. Yeah, Barrios always has a nice ring entrance, that's for sure.
Around the world, from Las Vegas, Nevada, USA. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to
All right, here we go. Keep your fingers crossed for me that this stays open. Thank you so much for your help, guys. No, I believe you. It could be my server, it could be my internet connection. All right, announcing Ryan Garcia, of course. (24-2), 20 KOs. Ryan is sporting red with gold. His team's got white tracksuits with red and gold trim. Nice and stylish, at least. Looks like it's a pretty packed house at T-Mobile Arena. Now, most of these people are here, of course, I think, for Ryan. Thank you so much, Lazi. All right, now we got Mario Barrios being announced. All right. Mario looks big, man. I'm wondering what he filled out to. All right, let's see who you guys think gets off first here. Let's see if we see a new and improved Mario Barrios. That's the big question mark. Because if it's the same Barrios that fought Pacquiao, he doesn't stand a chance. But oh no, Barrios still double high guard, still his feet are too wide. But let's see what he's able to put together here. Right away, a right hand lands for Ryan. Then Ryan goes down with the right to the body. Oh my God, and he drops Barrios right off the bat. Right hand. Barrios better get the heck out of there. Oh, he misses with the hook. Not good. All right, here we go with the double high guard and feet too wide. So, come on, Barrios. Get the jab going. He's right there for Ryan's right hand again. Here he comes back with a jab right hand of his own. Probably Barrios' best combination. Already 10-8 round and right in round one. Nice movement from Ryan. Barrios with that horrible single jab that he likes to do, and then doesn't take his head off the center line. Very nice bladed stance from Ryan Garcia. I'll give him that much. Barrios has to get some traction going here. Single jab. Wait. All right, so Barrios is falling back into his old habits here. Single jab. There he goes, a 1-2. Got a minute left. Nice single jab by Ryan. Nice footwork by Ryan. Nice body shot from Ryan. Half a minute left here. Barrios has to be careful. Oh, he gets caught with another right hand. Barrios has to get going here. Did get off a nice little 1-2-3 there, but here's Ryan coming with that hook. Another lead left hook for Ryan Garcia. All right, let's be interesting to see which corner they cut to. Oh, we go to commercial break. Darn, I wanted to hear the corner advice. Yeah, nice overhand right for Ryan Garcia. Then he went the right to the body. Then another right upstairs, and that's what dropped Barrios right on his butt.
Surgeon was a cuffing shot off the top of the head of Barrios. Way too early to be getting hit with bombs like that. Barrios was supposed to
All right, let's see how this works. Round 2. Could be an early night for us, huh, Frank? Right. Nice stick post jab by Ryan. I don't really like that punch, but nice jab, right hand, right up, left uppercut. Barrios tries to get off a shot. Okay, Barrios' problem, he's stuck with that high double guard. He's stuck with that stupid single jab. He's never learned how to double up on it. Oh, nice turn and right hand. Ryan gets warned about hitting behind the head, but right. Double high guard by Barrios. Okay, there he put 2 jabs together. Nice right hand from Barrios, but he's celebrating it. Nice right body shot, nice left body shot by Garcia. Then he comes with a counter right, and he lands another nice short right to the head. So this is all Ryan thus far. Barrios has to get going with that jab. He gets simultaneous jab back from Ryan, so this has to be a little bit disheartening for Barrios, but he's got to dig deep. He's going to have to dig deep here to make something out of this. Nice jab to the body. Nice sharp jab from Barrios right there. Oh, nice 1, 2, 3 by Barrios. Almost caught Ryan flush, but Ryan comes right back with his own 3-punch combination. Nice. I like how Ryan's circling one side and then the other. Circling to his left and then cutting back to his right. Don't really like that post jab that he does, but oh, and then Ryan tries with that counter left hook. Again, he caught Mario Barrios with that right hand right at the end of that 5-punch combination. Barrios is hunting him down. "30 seconds left in this second round. Already we've seen Barrios hit the canvas, and Ryan Garcia, the smaller man, is looking dominant here. And again, Barrios just covers up for that right hand. Not a good look. Oh, nice jab by Barrios. Catches Garcia. Right at the end of the round. Okay, not a bad round for Barrios, but I still got Ryan up. So now we're gonna listen on Ryan's corner. All right, Henry's instructions are for him to circle. He said he doesn't want this.
There's that left hook. See, you can't be expecting that you can block every shot with those smaller gloves. Usually, Barrios is really content catching punches with his glove. Not for this fight.
Nice body shot by Barrios. But Garcia's just catching him with that right hand. And this could prove fatal. That could be the punch that takes him out. Jab right hand for Ryan. Nice movement by Ryan. Very nice footwork navigating around the ring. Barrios starting to open now, up now. Jab to the body. Jab upstairs. Oh, left hook, right hand for Garcia. He's just moving around. He's following his father's instructions. He's just moving around, staying out of harm's way. Nice body shot by Barrios, but just not enough volume from Barrios. Nice hard jab by Ryan there. A 1-2. 1-2 by Ryan. Nice long jab by Barrios. But again, he throws that single jab and then he waits 5 years before he throws another punch. Oh, sorry, Frank. I'm on the letter I, stream east.app. Yeah, hopefully that works. iStreamEast.app. All right, we've got a minute left here in the third round. Nice right hand to the body by Garcia, and then he comes back upstairs and catches Barrios well. At this point, I have Garcia up all 3 rounds. Just under a minute to go here in the third round. Ryan's starting to open up on Barrios. Takes a guillotine headlock. Ref rakes him apart. Barrios fires a jab to the body. Garcia with a 3-punch combination, then he circles off to his left as Dad asked him to. Just keep moving around the ring. At least his father knows what he's good at, right? So he can ask him to keep doing that. All right, back to center ring, 10 seconds. Snappy up jabs from Ryan. He's throwing them from down low. Barrios still with that double high guard. Barrios has not been able to get going yet. So this has got to be confidence building for Ryan Garcia. Frank, let us know if you got your stream back. All right, so they feel that Barrios' corner feels that Ryan's starting to get a little bit tired, so they're counting on taking over in the second half. So we'll see how this plays out. Right away, Ryan with a fast 3-punch combination and a lead left hook. You have Barrios staying right on top of Garcia. Double high guard. Right, a little more footwork from Barrios, a little more level changing. Okay, he is blocking the shots, but he's eating them with his, and he just ate a nice jab. Ryan's opening up here. Very twitchy. Jab right hand from Ryan. Ryan's starting to feel himself. Starting to line up that right hand. And again, a single jab from Barrios with nothing behind it. I was told on day 1 in the boxing gym, don't ever throw a single jab. But hey, I guess Barrios didn't walk into the same gym. There we go, double jab right hand from Ryan. Yes, his mouth is open, but it's like Ryan, that's how Ryan focuses. He's just looking right at Barrios. He's locked in. Barrios trying to take those small steps forward. Double high guard. Ryan with the jab post. Barrios has to stop waiting and he has to start initiating. There we go. Another single jab from Barrios. Another single jab with nothing behind it. Single jab from Barrios, nothing behind it. Oh, and Ryan comes in with a jab right hand. Catches Barrios flush. That right hand is going to knock out Barrios if he doesn't pick this up. Single jab from Barrios again. You guys notice that Garcia's promoter, Oscar De La Hoya, is right in the front row, and Barrios' promoter, TGB, Tom Brown, is like about 5-6 rows back. All right, Ryan's starting to load up on those right hands a little bit. Half a minute to go here in the 4th round. Okay, good parry by Barrios. Ryan splitting the guard of Mario Barrios. Lands that clean. Barrios trying to hunt him down, but he's just not doing anything. He's just walking up on him with a high double guard. Not enough volume from Barrios. No way he wins the decision here, so I don't know. Do we have and the new? Oh, thanks, Lossie. Right. Honestly, all Ryan has to keep doing is just doing what he's doing, but oh, and Ryan's hurt Barrios. Barrios is wobbling. Ryan catches him with another right hand, and a short left hook. Barrios has got to fight for his life now. He can't afford to stand there with that high double guard. He's going to get nailed. Ryan with another right hand over that guard. And again, another jab right hand from Ryan. Barrios tries to fire back, but there he put 2 jabs together. Trying to move around. Caught on the ropes. Ryan takes a guillotine. Ref separates them. Barrios is in trouble at this point. It's the 5th round. He better be in awesome shape. Oh, a couple of jabs to snap Barrios' head right back. This is very impressive because Ryan looks like he is the smaller guy, and yet he's taking, he's really dominating Barrios here. Barrios just not able to impose his size on Ryan, mainly because he's throwing those stupid single jabs. That's a bad habit I would have hoped he would have erased, but I guess old habits die hard. I don't know. All right, Ryan faked him out there with the right hand, but came with the left hook, and then now he's going for left hook to the body. Ooh, hard short right hook. Ryan's throwing hard punches at this point. Barrios needs to get going. He's got to stop leaning on that front leg. That's another reason why he's not very mobile. He puts all his weight over on that front foot. Yes, Ryan is incredibly accurate right now. He's very sharp and locked in. I think he knows this is the easiest chance he's going to get for a belt is versus Barrios. Ryan, double jab, right hand, and a hard jab. He's really dominating Barrios every single round. He doesn't need a knockout. If Ryan can just keep this up for the remainder of this fight, he'll walk away with a clean decision. See, Ryan can get away with these single punches because he's throwing them with greater frequency. Ooh, and he catches Barrios with a nice right hand. Nice fake jab to a left hook. Yeah, Ryan is locked in here. Every single round to Ryan Garcia, plus he had the 10-8 round in the first, so. Wow.
Clean right hand right down the pipe. Piercing the guard, that tight guard that Mario Barrios normally relies on is betraying him here with speed. There she once again, looking at center of the
All right, here we go.
ring. Wants to keep this fight.
Round 6. Barrios is going to have to come with something. He's got to start putting that jab together. Jab right hand from Ryan. Ref says that was just a push. Barrios winds up on his butt for the second time. Oh, Ryan catches Barrios with a 1-2. And now with a straight jab. Barrios just doesn't take his head off the center line enough. I spoke about this in my breakdown, my brief breakdown and my extensive breakdown of Barrios versus Pacquiao. Yeah, definitely KA. Love the fact that the Paramount thing is, I paid for the whole year because it was what, $80, $90? I don't know. You're very welcome, Kay. There's Ryan with the lead left hook. Barrios still got that double jab. He's trying for a jab right hand. Mad? What are my feelings about knee gauze? You mean for what? For MMA? I mean, I don't think it's going to help you, but if you feel like wearing it. Oh, nice block and spin by Garcia. Oh, nice 1-2 by Garcia. Barrios still with that high double, and there we go. Single jab and nothing.
Ryan Garcia told us, I'm here to win every round. I'm not going to give any rounds away in this fight. That's how confident I am. And he's doing just that. Another body shot from Ryan Garcia. It's almost like the
Nice right hand to the body for Ryan. Barrios tries to come back with something and Ryan counters. It's all Ryan Garcia. Mario hasn't done anything yet in this fight of significance. See, nice slip move there by Barrios, but if he's going to slip to his left like that, he should come back with a left body shot. Standing there with the high double guard and looking at Ryan isn't going to help him win the fight. Ooh, Ryan's just picking him off with the jab right now. Right, another Ryan Garcia round. Wow. Alright guys, I gotta step away for a sec just to grab another thing to drink because my throat is dry. Yeah, Ryan's just starting to get a read on Mario now. He's setting him up really well. Ryan's still circling around. See, Ryan can, at this point can get away with throwing single jabs because he's in command and he throws them with greater frequency than Barrios does. Barrios trying to level change, move his body. Oh, Ryan knocks his head back.
He's getting a hit right now. Look, I mean, when Mario backs up, he gets the worst end of this.
Nice left body shot by Ryan.
See, he doesn't punch when he's moving backwards. You know, rarely does he. But if you stall out on him and move backwards, he'll take advantage of that. He's fast, he hits hard. You know, he's cautious like that. He's not willing to really engage on the inside. You have to make him fight. See? So you gotta
Nice jab by Barrios. But again, single jab, and then we're going to wait half a minute before he does the next thing. Oh, nice left hook. All right. Oh, Ryan comes near, just barely grazes Mario with that right hand. That would have been a KO if he landed that. All right, this is all Ryan Garcia. We're in round 7 of 12. At this point, Barrios now needs a stoppage victory if he's going to get a win. Looks like it's going to be and the new King Ryan Garcia. So yeah, thanks, RB. I didn't quite catch that. All right, here we go. Barrios starting to come with some body shots. Last 10 seconds of the 7th round, though. And Ryan right back with a jab right hand. Ryan with a nice jab. That's the round. All right, it's Ryan Garcia all the way thus far. Oh, thank you so much for the bronze medal. Thank you so much, Arbin. Appreciate that. I don't know that it's accurate. Sergio's saying no one expected the right hand to do a lot of damage, but we knew that Ryan had a decent right hand. He just kind of revised it a little bit, adjusted it to go over the double high guard. But that's the problem with the double high guard. I broke that down in Barrios versus Pacquiao, is that it leaves you open behind here, straight down the middle. So open for a right hand, open for a left hook, and open for the uppercut straight up and up the middle. So, anyways. Okay, Barrios starting to parry a little bit here, starting to look a little more alive. But at this point, Barrios needs a stoppage victory. He can't win on points. Just not enough rounds remaining for him to do that. He better be in outstanding shape if he has a hope to try to take this fight over, but I agree with the unofficial scorecard here. 70-62 for Garcia because Garcia had a 10-8 round. Garcia just looking really locked in and focused here. Ryan's just navigating the ring, doing what he wants to do, circling around, circling back. Snuck in a little left body shot there. Jab by Barrios. Nice jab by Ryan, and then he just steps off, throws a posting jab to keep Mario away. Mario with a single jab, and then nothing. Oh, came back with a little right hand there. Okay. I mean, this is Barrios' pitfall, is that he just throws single punches with a lot of space between. And he's getting pegged by Ryan's jab as he's just standing right in front of him. So remember, Ryan said he's going to take him out by 9. Now, whether he does that or not, at this point, he doesn't need to because he's winning the fight. All right, so Garcia's promoter's in the first row. Barrios' promoter is in the third row. That's Tom Brown right there. And you can see he's sitting 2 rows behind Oscar De La Hoya. All right, well, I don't know if there's anything Mario Barrios can do to win this fight. Unfortunately for him, looks like he just lost his world title. He'll make a big payday, biggest payday of his career, courtesy of Ryan Garcia. But that's it for him. All right, Garcia's instructions are to breathe. But really, though, his dad doesn't really need to tell him anything because so far he's winning the fight handily. And if he just continues to do what he's doing, he'll walk away as the new WBC welterweight champion of the world. Nice jab by Ryan. Now they're standing toe-to-toe, center ring. Barrios comes with a couple of jabs. Oh, and then a right hand. Nice double jab. Nice jab by Ryan. Check left hook. Thank you so much, Lazi. Appreciate it. What's going on, Kevin? Ryan just moving around the ring quite nicely. He doesn't need to do anything outlandish just because Barrios' output rate is so low. It's not hard to outwork him. Ryan can keep just picking his shots and then step in to create a new angle. Which is exactly what he did, right? Just right there, right? He throws the right hand and steps around, forces Barrios to turn around. This is not good. If Barrios is just satisfied to stay in there, and by him missing with that left hook, Ryan's able to navigate out. No, it's not so much that Barrios has lost power. It's just that he doesn't put his punches together. He never has. It's also about who they put him in there with, you know? All right, good body shot by Barrios. He's just a very frustrating fighter to watch because you can see what he's capable of doing. He just doesn't do any of it enough. Like, he's capable of taking his head off the center line. He just doesn't do it enough. He's capable of putting punches together, just doesn't do it enough. So it's like, oh, nice four-punch combination by Ryan. Notice that those aren't technically perfect shots, but they don't have to be because his punches are finding their mark. No, but guys, please listen to my breakdown after this fight. I made the breakdown before the fight happened, but it's more about, you know, why this fight was even set up. Nice lateral movement by Ryan Garcia just to eat up the end of the round. All right, so Barrios' corner is asking for him to go to the body, telling him they got 3 rounds to knock him out, which is true. Thank you, Ray. Appreciate it. All right, nice jab right hand to open up from Ryan Garcia. He's right. There is no path to a knockout for Mario Barrios, just because he's not a good inside fighter. But what else is he going to do at this point? Now Ryan is starting to open up and really load up. Barrios just basically has to let his hands go. Oh, got caught with a jab right there and another right hand and another right hand. Barrios is trying to put it together on the inside, but he's just not effective. He's just never been an inside fighter. So that's not something you're going to learn in one fight camp. So in a sense, you know, Ryan maybe was correct in his assessment, saying, hey, Barrios is not going to have enough time in one fight with Joe Goossen to adjust. Maybe that's right, you know, that Barrios should have taken an easier fight his first fight out with a new trainer. Okay, now Barrios catches Ryan, starts putting it together on the inside, but lets Ryan off the hook. Barrios has a minute and a half to make something happen here in the 10th round. Perhaps that was one of his best moments just a moment ago where he had Ryan against the ropes and he fired off 3 or 4 body shots in succession while Ryan was bent over. But Ryan just looking so confident right now. Nice jab, right hand jab by Ryan Garcia. Big smile, he looks over his shoulder, starting to showboat a bit. Big jab, right hand. Nice jab, right hand. Connor Ben in the crowd. We can see him in the second row. Barrios, jab to the body. Ryan keeps looking outside the ring. I'm not sure exactly who he's looking at, but Ryan started talking to Barrio now. Little pot shot jab from Ryan Garcia, little up jab. All right, it's Ryan Garcia all the way. So it's all over from Barrios. That's it, man. This is his big payday. He loses the belt. He's not gonna have. He's nah. I don't know what he's gonna do, but he's not gonna. Ryan getting a little motivation from his dad there. This is what we work for. Stay in the center of the ring. Oh yeah, I've worked with fighters in the gym before, Lazi. Right, here we go. 11th round. Barrios opens up with some hard jabs, but this might be too little too late. He's right there for Ryan's jab right hand. Barrios is actually picking up the volume in the 11th round, but it's like too little too late, Barrios, you know. This is how he should have opened up in the first round. Nice hook jab from Barrios. Well, guys, what do you think? Ryan Garcia and the new WBC welterweight champion of the world. Double jab from Ryan Garcia. Hi, how are you doing, EP? SP, sorry. Big sweeping right hand from Ryan doesn't connect, but that's okay. He's Barrios at this point needs a KO, so Ryan can afford to ease up on his output at this point. Halfway through the 11th round, Barrios is still not doing enough, not fighting with that urgency that he wants to remain the WBC champion of the world. Here he comes with the right hand. Barrios, that is. Oh, hook right hand by Ryan. Such a dominant performance by Ryan Garcia. Nice twitchy motion by Ryan. Barrios just walking around, following him with that high double guard, but not doing anything. Base, you actually have to drop a super thanks. Just commenting doesn't do anything, but thanks for the thought. Garcia's keeping his lead hand low, firing the up jabs. He's able to split the guard of Mario Barrios. This is it. Barrios just not doing enough here. Absolutely dominant performance by King Ryan Garcia. Ryan just has to survive the final round, and that's it. All right, baseball. I don't know. We're here talking about the Ryan Garcia versus Mario Barrios fight. Not sure what you're here for, but Shakur's saying that Ryan should go for the KO because Barrios doesn't have anything for him. Well, I don't know that he needs to do that, but he can certainly pick up the volume, and if the knockout comes, the knockout comes. He just might get it. Let's see. I mean, it's a final round, so both fighters need to let it all hang out. All right, Barrios opens up with a double jab. Thank you, Arbin. Thank you for the thumbs up. Really appreciate it. Barrios throws a right hand to the body, but still, wait. Not enough urgency from Barrios. Look at it. Look at the pace he's fighting at.
Well, if you're a Barrios fan, you're praying that he just finds something, a lightning strike in the final 220 here.
This is Barrios still way too cautious.
Not really much aggression. You don't see the desperation that's probably needed now.
Barrios is intimidated by the fast hands and the quick reaction of Ryan Garcia. He couldn't compete with the speed, and he was surprised by the power.
Oh, nice right hand there by Barrios, but this just isn't enough for him to win the fight. He's lost every single round, and he's lost a 10-8 round, first round, because he got dropped. You're so welcome, Ray Ramos. Thanks for joining. Here we got Ryan circling around the ring. 90 seconds for him to claim the crown. Pushes Barrios to the canvas. Referee correctly calls it a push. But psychologically, it's never good when you feel yourself having to get up off the canvas. Ryan just standing there center ring, throwing a single jab. Barrios not doing anything. Throws one jab. That's it. Oh, wow. Less than 60 seconds to go for King Ryan to become crowned the WBC welterweight champion of the world. He's going to take this just catapults him to real superstardom at this point. He's going to be all over everybody's social media. All those streamers will be all over him. You know, the sky's the limit now for Ryan because he's a legit world champion. Incredible. Barrios still not doing anything like he wants to win. This is really bad. Wow. Barrios trying desperately to connect, but Ryan just shows how he evades everything here. Final 10 seconds, and still Ryan just throwing single shots. Wow, and Ryan won. Barrios has to know he lost. Ryan climbs up on the ropes, motions like he's got the belt. Don't know who he's talking to. Goes up to his attorney and his coach, his dad, his promoter. Celebrates with his corner. There's no doubt Ryan won every single round. All his little streamer friends are going to be super happy. I think Ryan calls out Devin Haney, maybe. I wonder if he calls out Tank. Shakur's in the audience. Shakur was actually on the microphone. Ryan goes up to Barrios. They share a few words. De La Hoya's all smiles. You like to see Ryan fight Shakur? That would be an interesting fight for sure, yeah. Well, let's see what happens here. Rematch Rolly. Well, the thing is, if Ryan holds the belt, he's giving away a title shot to somebody, right? So, thank you so much, Lazi. Appreciate you showing up. And thank you so much to Frank Land for the generosity with all the super thanks. And to everybody who dropped some jewels.
119, 108. David Sutherland has it. 120 to 107, and Steve Weisfeld throws it. 118 to 109.
Wow.
3 scores to the winner by unanimous decision.
And the new. So congratulations to Ryan Garcia, because that's what he's been working for his whole life. That victory has to be sweet for him. And this was his moment. I mean, Barrios was for sure the easiest champion to beat because he's so flawed. And unfortunately, he didn't erase enough of those flaws, or didn't erase them clearly enough. So, all right, guys, I don't know. It's been a 2-hour stream. I think I'm going to cut out in a minute. I'm not going to stick around live for the post-fight stuff, but tell me your thoughts. Well, regardless of who Barrios drew with, the thing is, I broke down all his flaws in that pre-fight breakdown for Pacquiao, and he really didn't shift any of those gross errors. And then, check out my breakdown, Barrios versus Pacquiao, and pretty much everything I mentioned in that fight hasn't shifted from then till now. So I don't know. Thank you so much, Ray. Thank you, Arbin. Thank you, Lazi. Thank you very much, Frank Land. Thank you, thank you, everybody, for joining us here.
This fight was do or die for you. You needed to put on a brilliant performance. And then you go out and you pitch a near shutout on all the scorecards. Was this the performance?
A near shutout? I think he pitched a shutout. I really don't see who gave Barrios 2 or 3 rounds.
I believe it was like a masterclass, but I should have got the knockout, to be honest. I got to grade myself on that. I haven't hurt many times, but I hurt my right hand. Guys, it wasn't just a left hook. Y'all were saying left hook the whole time. I see my right hand working tonight, but it was a great fight. Mario's a tough warrior. I got respect for him, fellow Mexican American, and we put on a hell of a show. Talk to me about that right hand, because you came out in the opening round, and that was all you were throwing, straight right hands. Scored the only knockdown of the fight with that right hand.
They weren't straight right hands, by the way. They were slightly overhand right hands.
I just had to let it heal a little bit.
Because he has to come around the high double guard.
Master my left hook, but my right hand was working really good today to the 6th, 7th round. But other than that, it went up. During this fight week, this was going to be a classic Ryan Garcia fight. But this felt like a new version of you, going 12 rounds and winning wide in the scorecard. Did you show something different in this fight? I just showed my amateur pedigree. I can box. I can move. I can box. I can take my time. I don't always just have to go for the knockout. I didn't want to get too ahead of myself. Mario was countering a lot of fast shots. Could have caught me in between the shots, so I had to be very selective on my opportunities. And I didn't want to get caught with a big shot, so I took my time in there and picked my shot. You said Mario was a tough guy. He is a tough guy. At any point during the fight, were you surprised that he was taking so many shots? Yeah, I thought he was going to go. I'm surprised he went all 12. I was hitting great shots. I heard him multiple times. But like I told you, he's a tough son of a bitch. That's all I said.
Ryan's giving credit to Barrios for being tough.
What does it mean to you, not just to win this title, but to win it with your dad in your corner?
All right, Pink, you're getting reported.
It's something that I wouldn't want to any other way. There's a special relationship with your father, man. If you got your dad telling you love him, and I love you, Dad. I love you too. Thank you, friend. I love you. Of course, right. I love you all my heart. There was a lot of pressure, Ryan, coming into this fight. You didn't
perform and show out, who knows where your career would have gone. Did you feel that pressure during this fight week?
Not really, man. Like this is, like I was saying in the beginning, this is secondary to everything I really truly follow in my life. I just want to say, everybody, a lot of distractions in the world, a lot of shit that's going on. You guys know what I talk about, but keep your eyes on Jesus, man, and always protect the children. Protect the children.
You've always, Ryan, you've always been in a strong negotiating position when it comes to fights now. You are not only a star, you're a world champion as well. That's a pretty good negotiating position to be in. As you look at your next fight, what do you want it to be?
You know who I want. He's right there. Shakur Stevenson. Let's go.
Oh yeah, Ryan calls out Shakur.
Hey, I want to be a great champion, and I'm not scared of shit. I fought Devin Haney. I'll fight Shakur Stevenson. I'll fight anybody. Let's fuck him up.
You know, Shakur Stevenson, Ryan. Shakur Stevenson was on our DAZN broadcast earlier, said he's levels above you right now. What do you think of that?
The thing is, like, you gotta have some type of punching power to get me off you, because it'll be a different style, and I'm not gonna hit him light. Every time I get, I'll put it on him, you know. I want that fight. Sure, let's get it. I see, hey, I like the hat. You look fly, but I want that work. Let's get it.
Congratulations, Ryan. Outstanding performance.
Thank you.
Jesus is king.
Oh, congratulations to Ryan Garcia and his entire team. There he is with his brother Sean. Sean's also a fighter. Oh, cool, Lozzie. Thank you for joining. I really appreciate that. Congrats on your white belt. That's awesome. Protect the children.
Very smart, very explosive, very intelligent, and it was his night.
You almost looked surprised in that first round when he was throwing so many right hands and he went down from that right hand. Did you expect him to go to that punch so early?
Oh yeah, we definitely did. You know, especially as well as Joe knows him. You know, we figured that he knew we were going to be expecting the left hook, but we were also training the whole time to be expecting the right hand. I was really expecting the way he was throwing it. He was very kind of like a loop and overhand. But yeah, he caught me a couple times with it when I didn't expect it. Yeah.
Is he a little bit better than you anticipated coming in?
Yeah, no, I mean, I know he definitely had the boxing ability. He fought a very smart fight. He just,
Notice how there's always a bunch of ugly dudes who insist on standing in the background just so they're on camera.
Joe, I'll ask you, you trained Ryan for 3 fights. Was he better than you expected tonight?
From Ryan, was that a better performance? No, that's the performance I expected from him. What we needed to do was what we needed to do more of, was press a little bit more. He's a difficult guy to track down. He's very elusive, very fleet of foot, quick-handed. Mario tried his best. He took his big shots early and a few in the mid-rounds, but for the most part, he took everything Ryan gave him and kept on coming. He was trying to get the knockout later in the rounds. Ryan wasn't as active in the late rounds. That was our opportunity, and we weren't able to capitalize on it.
Appreciate it, Joe. Appreciate it, Mario. Guys?
Mario disappointed. That man, very, very happy. That man being Ryan Garcia, flanked there by Mauricio Sullivan.
Of course, Mauricio Sullivan's happy. He gets 3% of Ryan's next fight, which is going to be huge, right? It's going to do huge numbers, huge pay-per-view. They know that Ryan's the cash cow. Guys, do check out my breakdown, pre-fight breakdown for this fight. Please also check out my other pre-fight breakdowns, Barrios versus Pacquiao and Garcia versus Haney. If you'd like all the my technical thoughts on both fighters. But congrats to Ryan Garcia. Congrats to the whole Garcia family, because they're all involved in his career, in his training, in his management. So they're nice people. I've met them. I've never had the chance to meet Barrios, so I don't know anything about him personally, but I have met the Garcia family, and they're nice folks. So with that said, I'm going to bring this to a close. Please, thank you so much to Lozzie for joining the channel. The rest of you guys, think about joining. That way you get early access, you get priority comments, replies in the comments from me, and yeah, you get early access to quite a bit of the content that I post. So be sure to hit the bell if you haven't done that already, so you know the next time we post something. Thank you so much, and congrats, and thank you, Lazi. That is awesome. I appreciate your support. All right, guys. See you next time.